Hi, this is Heather with a short video tutorial today on how to use the app BoardCam. Today we're going to be using the free version of the app BoardCam, which will help you with your document camera stand to be able to use some manipulatives and things with the students. This app will be helpful, like I said, if you want to do a demonstration with manipulatives, but also gives you the option to point out differences or write on the screen while you're demonstrating. So you'll notice when you first open the app that you have a toolbar across the top and the bottom, and we're going to review both of these toolbars today to try to help you with what you're doing. The bottom toolbar has several different useful tools. Before we get into that, let's just look at the basic feature. I have the app open and on my document stand, and as you can see, I'm able to add in my manipulatives. So you could perhaps say to the students, look at the 4 objects I've put up there, which one is different, and give the kids the option to make some verbal answers back to you about which is different. Within the bottom toolbar, if you look, the first one, as I said, that one's options, and really the thing that you're going to use the most right here now would be the help setting. If you needed help, you could click there and the basics for what you need are there. Let's skip for now sources. That's where you could buy additional things for this app, but right now we're using the free version. We're going to also skip the labels right now. We're going to bump right over. The most important part is right here in the middle, and the first thing I'm going to click on is this pointer, and if you look, it's a laser pointer, so you can see I'm circling the part that's most important for you. The laser pointer gives you the option so you could circle something without actually writing on your screen. The next button we're going to talk about is the pencil. And the pencil, when you click on the pencil, up on the top bar, you'll see there are some color choices. So I'm going to pick green today. And I can pick green, and I can also choose whether I have a thin line or a thicker line with my green. So there's the thick line, and here's the thinner line. So you can pick what you would like to have, whether you'd like a thick line or a thin line. I'm going to choose a thicker line today, and this would actually be writing on the screen. So if I wanted to circle the one that was different, I could do that. Or if I wanted to actually write a problem, 3 squares plus 1 circle or cylinder shape equals how many, and give the students the opportunity to answer that, how many altogether. So that gives you some options. You can change the color to a different color as you're writing if you need to do that for any reason. The nice feature that I like about both of these toolbars is if you're done using the toolbar and you want to have a bigger screen, you just push it up and it hides the toolbar. I didn't hide the bottom toolbar yet because I wanted to talk about a few more things. So one of the other options is the eraser, which is the next one. If I click on the eraser, you'll see that I can also, I'm going to pull down the top toolbar too. I have the same options with the eraser that I have with the pencil. I can make it a thin line that I'm erasing a little bit at a time, or if I'm really wanting to erase everything that I just did, it erases in bigger, swifter movements. Besides erase, the next one would be if you wrote something and you just wanted to change it quickly, the thing that you had just written, you could use undo, which is, if you look down here, would be another choice here. The last button on the far right is actually the record feature, and if you tap that feature, I'm not going to tap it right now because I don't want to double record, but it will create a recording of what you're doing, whether you're moving these manipulatives around or working with different things, bringing other objects in, taking objects out. It will record the whole entire session, and once you're done with the session, it will save that to your video, into your photos as a video. So if you had a student that was absent or you wanted to share it out later, you would have all of those options within that. Now if I close this toolbar and just focus on the top one, really the only other thing left that I'd like to talk about up here would be in the top right where you see the camera. that gives you the option to flip your camera screen. Now, if you wanted to flip it, and right now I have it as a back-facing camera so that you can see what I'm doing down here. If you flipped it the other way, it would be facing up if you wanted it to focus on you for a minute, or you wanted to have a student that was working have their picture incorporated into this video clip, you could do it that way. So those are, I think, some real basic features to this app that gives you a start on ways to use it. Again, this is the free version, and really for today we were just looking to get you started with using it with your document stand as a way to project and still be able to illustrate and write while projecting, especially with math manipulatives or other things that you're putting down for student use. I know here I used all manipulatives, but you could put a document here and highlight on the document what you were doing, or students' work. If a student had text that they had written, you could put it up there and discuss it, and